Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 25th. We're just going to jump right in here, Sag, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time, and that'll be that. So let's see here. This looks amazing already. Definitely could be love. I feel like last week, or maybe it was like the mid-monthly readings, you had a really, really nice love reading, and this definitely is kind of looking really nice, minus this, but, you know, again, I always say, like, 2 cards aren't going to ruin a good reading. And this could just be some of your fears, you know, that are popping up here with that 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, like fearing that if you get into a relationship that you're going to be stuck or trapped or something like that. So you have this embracing card here, and it is about just embracing the current energies. I want to see what the next one is. Yeah, you have this gateway card as well. I love this card. It's about like stepping through a gateway and finding like a unicorn. So if you're finding love or something else, this could be like a very special connection. You have the Ace of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, this could be marriage material kind of coming in for you. I feel like this is a new love connection if it is love in the first place. I feel like it is a new love connection, something that is like very deep, something where there's a very strong connection as well. 4 of Wands is a card of freedom. So whatever it is, it will be setting you free in general. So I do feel like a very strong sense of freedom, like I said here in this situation. I'm also getting something else as well. Again, if you're not interested in love, I feel like this has to do with like where you are putting your energy. I think something people need to realize about the 8 of Cups is that the 8 of Cups is something that causes our emotions to overflow, something that brings happiness in for us or that makes us happy. And it's also kind of like a card of having a direction or having something to follow. There's a W on the cup here. There's also a W right here with the dove that's going into the cup, and it can represent a direction, the west, and the sun sets in the west, but it can represent having something to focus on and having a direction to go in life, and I kind of feel that it's like you're moving towards fulfillment, and that's what I get here. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about your destiny. It's also a card of your personal vision for your life, meaning it is like where you see your life going, the direction you see your life going in, all that other good stuff. So I kind of feel that things are turning around for you. Things are improving in your life in general. And that's exactly what I would focus on if I were you. I feel like you're noticing a lot of synchronicities as well. I'm definitely getting like, the 4 of Wands. It's like 11-11. There's 2 wands on both sides here. So I definitely feel that kind of like 11-11 type of energy here. Next, you have the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is a card of kind of a lack of focus. I'm pretty sure every single person has had the 7 of Cups this week. 7 of Cups is a card of your imagination. It's a card of being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options. But I kind of am seeing it this year, 2022. It's not always true, but I get this energy of fluff. Just extra energy going on. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for people to skip steps as well. And I don't mean like we're taking shortcuts. I don't mean that we're necessarily making things easier. I want to stress that. But I feel that we could, like, I think as people, we just add steps to certain situations where, and these are things that we probably make up in our mind, right? Where we feel like, if we want a business, there are certain steps we have to take. Like maybe we have to get a certain certification and all this other stuff. But maybe it's not true. And 7 of Cups says this could be fluff. This could be things that you are imagining to be true that are not true. And so we really have to do the research. And that's kind of what I feel like this is saying. I also feel like it's saying if you're making things overcomplicated, they could be much more simple. You have the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords here. The 9 of Swords is like waking up from a nightmare and being stuck in a nightmare. So I definitely get that. I definitely get that nightmare type energy here on the 9 of Swords, and you could be kind of feeling like you are stuck in a nightmare on the 9 of Swords. And I do feel like some of you need to kind of like release this 9 of Swords energy. The 6 of Wands is a card of success and abundance. It's a card of growth and just like good things coming in for you. It's also a card of excellence, so I feel like there's a lot of positive attention coming in for you. It's crazy to me because I purposely, I switched decks pretty much every single sign, but I've been using 2 of the the Radiant Wise Spirit decks, so I switched to this deck because I kept getting repeating cards, so whenever I get repeating cards, I always switch decks again to a different deck, just so I, kind of just for my own, kind of sanity, or for my own proof that, I like to make sure that cards aren't just like sticking and things like that. But Six of Wands has been coming up for everyone as well. And it's kind of weird. I'm not really sure how to take it. Six of Wands is a really good card, but I feel like people need to get more attention on things. And I do feel like that's what this is talking about. The Star also comes up for a lot of people. You don't have it, but it might come up in the clarification. You have the Two of Cups here, perfect match. So if someone is approaching you in love, it is probably a perfect match for you, or is probably a very good connection that could be coming in for you with this Two of Cups energy. So love it. Next, you have this storyteller card. This card says you will live the story that you tell. So I would get very, very specific about the story that you are telling yourself. I would get very specific about the story that you do tell about yourself and about your life and the things that go on in your life and all that other good stuff. I would get very specific about that with the storyteller card. It's a card that says your words matter. The things that you say about yourself matter. So I would definitely pay attention to that. You have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles here. The Eight of Swords is a card of needing to set yourself free. It is a card of self-imposed restriction. I do get like this feeling of being trapped, and I do feel like this could be in relationships. I would say, number one, if you have the fear of getting trapped in a relationship in the first place, then I would examine the type of relationship that you're going for, because sometimes I think if we have that fear of getting trapped, then we are picking people who trap us, right? Or make us feel that way. And there are plenty of people who won't make you feel that way. So I would look at that, number one. Number two, what I would say here is it could just be a fear that just doesn't exist. It could be like an internal fear that doesn't exist. So I would let that go. You have the Four of Pentacles, again, holding on too tightly to something. So I do get that feeling more of like being trapped. I kind of feel like this is what you're trying to avoid. I'm not really getting the usual like traditional meanings of the Four of Pentacles here. I feel like this is more an energy of like what you're trying to avoid or prevent from happening in your life. And so, that's what I'll say there. And finally, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles says, prove it, right? He has this balance right here. He's giving to one person, not the other. The Six of Pentacles says, if you are about to get into a relationship and you're fearing getting trapped, it says, allow the person to prove it. It says, if they do things that prove that they're going to try to keep you trapped, then leave. If they don't do things that prove that they're trying to get you trapped, then stay, right? And I feel like sometimes you just need to trust the evidence. And that's definitely been a message that I've been getting a lot this year. And I almost feel that the energy is so obvious right now that people question it, because it's almost like too good to be true, if that makes sense. Where it's like, I think sometimes, it's like there almost are no games right now because the truth is coming out based off the astrology. So it's like if we meet a person and they present themselves a certain way and their actions present them as a certain way, then it's probably true. And we just need to trust the evidence that we see. But again, maybe it seems too good to be true, but it actually isn't. With the Eight of Cups, here you go. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a person who's willing to put in the work. So again, if you're attracting love into your life, this would be a person who does the work. A person who's willing to do the work and all that other good stuff. But again, it says if they're doing the work, they're doing the work. That's all the proof that you need. For others, I feel that this is material success on the horizon. So if you've been working on something that you love or that you want to do, it's like a lot of success coming in for you. With the Four of Wands, you have the High Priestess. I feel like the High Priestess is saying you need to trust your intuition. I feel like that there's a lot of like intuitive messages that you could be getting at this time, and I feel like you need to trust those things. I feel like you're getting a lot of proof for your intuition as well. And what I mean by that is it's like, I think you think about something and then you see it on TV, or you think about something and it shows up in your life. You need to trust those messages. I feel like they're very important at this time. With the Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands, again, this could be marriage coming in for you. For some of you, I feel like you're saying, I'm never getting married. And, I feel like there's a person coming in who's about to prove you wrong. So there you go, Sagittarius. I feel like there could be love coming in for you, and it's like a person who is just who you can't ignore is what I feel here. So if there's love coming in, it could be a good thing. If this is not love, again, this is freedom. It makes sense to me that everybody's focused on freedom because of Uranus and Taurus. With Uranus and Taurus, pretty much everyone and their mother is focused on being more free, on creating more freedom, on setting themselves free, those types of things. With the Two of Cups, you have the Judgment card. Here you go. This is like someone who really pulls at your soul. You know, I feel in a lot of ways that if this is love coming in for you, it's a very deep connection. Again, the Judgment card could almost be a spiritual connection or a karmic connection, whatever you want to call it. And I don't mean karmic like, everybody uses all these terms. Karmic, soulmates, twin flame, blue flame, red flame, green flame, whatever, banana flame, whatever you want to call it. I think they're all ridiculous. I think we just need to find a person who puts the work in, right? Plain and simple is what I'd say there. But I feel like this person could be like someone from a past life connection or something like that. For others, by the way, Two of Cups is you and your higher self. This person right here, this angel, that is your higher self angel. I feel like your higher self is calling you out into a new life. This is true for everyone. So I would just do things that you want to do. What do you want to do, Sagittarius? That storyteller card just says, write the story that you want to live. Like, do you want to own an amusement park? Get started, get going. Again, I keep telling people, Neptune and Pisces, if there was ever a time where you could live your wildest dreams, it's right now. It's going to require work, of course. It's not going to just magically happen. But if there was ever a time where it could happen, it would be right now. With the Six of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups. Definitely like a knight in shining armor coming in for you. It's really weird to me that, over the past week, all the readings have been about love. So as I was saying, Sagittarius, it's kind of weird to me that over the past few weeks, all the readings have been kind of like about love. And so there definitely could be love coming in. Again, Knight of Cups is your dreams. It is like your dream life. He has this, he's standing in the desert, but he has this water that is flowing in front of him here. And it kind of represents the fact that he could easily plant seeds towards his new life or towards something new in front of him. He just has to get to work. He just has to do it. So I definitely feel that for you. I feel like it would be a good time to start working towards anything new that you want in your life. Here you go. The star. I literally said the star in the first part of the reading. And I feel for a lot of you, getting attention is going to be lead to a lot of success. Again, it's crazy to me that I just switched decks. And again, the same cards are coming up. I used a completely different deck, so, it just blows my mind. But I feel like attention is where it's at right now. We need to get attention on things that make us special. If there was ever a time where you could really stand out for sharing your goals, wishes, dreams, or for sharing something like a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, it would definitely be right now. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Seven of Cups. Again, needing to focus. I feel like information overload here, Sagittarius. I feel like that's the one thing that's going to keep you stuck with that Eight of Swords. So you definitely need to set yourself free with this energy. I feel like you need to try to get out of that information overload type of energy. And remember what I said about skipping steps. I don't really feel like you're skipping steps as in you're taking a shortcut or something like that. But again, I feel like some of us, it's like if you're trying to build a business, it's like I think we sometimes put these steps in that just don't need to exist. They're like things that we don't need to do. I always use the example. There was a guy years ago, I think his name's Noah Kagan. I haven't watched him in a long time, but I think he has a YouTube channel about business and stuff like that. And he talks about how, like, if you want to have a restaurant, for example, he says start small. Make your friends come over and give you $5 to eat your food. And like he says, if your friends aren't willing to pay you for your food, then obviously you shouldn't open a restaurant. So sometimes it's like we want to start something, but we kind of go way too big, right? And I'm not saying Neptune and Pisces, Jupiter and Pisces says dream big, dream as big as you possibly can, but start small and keep that main dream, start taking the steps to get to that dream. I think that's what everybody needs to do right now. And I think that's why people feel so limited, is because our dreams are huge right now. And we're like, there's no freaking way I'll ever be able to accomplish that. But there is. You just have to start small. So that's what I would do here. With the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, feeling like you don't have something. Again, Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses. So I feel like you need to let go of your fears and all that other stuff with this card. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords because you will be victorious. You can accomplish your wildest dreams here, Sagittarius, but you just have to start planting seeds. Again, Six of Pentacles is my card of eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? One step at a time, taking those small steps. You will be victorious, I promise. Love it. This is a really good reading, Sagittarius. A lot of good stuff coming in for you. So thank you for being here, Sag. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.